Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and please share my video. Today it's going to be a get ready with me. So while I'm getting ready, I'm going to be diving into something that I've dealt with for some time now and that I know a lot of you probably deal with as well, but the subject or the topic is just not really brought up. We need to bring more awareness to and kind of normalize in a way, and for people to not think it's weird. But what I'm referring to is anxiety and panic attacks, and just mental health overall. That's what I want to talk about today. I want to personally speak on my anxiety journey and where I stand with my mental health. Put my hair up. I got my hair out of my face. So let's go ahead and dive into doing the makeup. Don't think it's in the right shade. Honestly, I've been meaning to get a new shade, but because of COVID, I hate how you can't like test out the sample anymore at the stores, like to see if it is your shade. So I've just been dealing with the one that I have. I feel like I've never been able to find the right shade. Okay, so I'm not really going to be focusing on the makeup. I'm just going to do my makeup while I'm talking to you guys about my anxiety. So, personally, anxiety, depression, and things like that, they definitely run in my family. They are things that my parents have experienced, and it's not something that I feel I always had. I can't really remember. Oh my god, this is so like not my shade. I can't really remember when I really started to experience anxiety. I had my daughter February of 2017, and I definitely think that it happened or like really took off after I had her. So it's been probably like a good 4 years that I want to say like anxiety has been somewhat a part of my life. I want to say like a year ago, but like for sure 2021. So 2020 I know was like a really hard year for everybody, but 2021 has been a really hard year for me, like mentally, and I don't really know why. Oh my god, I'm literally getting emotional, and I didn't think I would get emotional about this topic. Okay, I think I'm good now. I didn't think I would get emotional. That's why I thought like, oh, I'll do my makeup like while I talk about this, but this might not be a good idea. But oh well. I guess like the reason why I'm getting emotional is because my anxiety has been really bad lately, especially like this entire year. And I guess what gets me emotional is like not knowing how to deal with it really. So let me just rewind, because I feel like I'm really all over the place, and that's because I really just wanted to like talk and just feel like I'm talking to a friend. Okay, so anxiety. I started to notice that I suffered of anxiety because I was starting to feel like less peace. Like I felt like I wasn't really at peace anymore, and I used to be. So I used to be someone that was more at peace, like less fear of things, and I've become someone that is so afraid of everything. And oh my god, this shade is so off, but I swear once my makeup is fully done it doesn't look that bad. So like I was saying, I started to just feel like I was definitely losing a sense of peace. I didn't know where it was coming from, but literally it was just a fear of anything and everything. I was someone that was never afraid of flying, and I started becoming super duper afraid of flying. Like I still fly, but I hate it. I'm so afraid of flying. I freak the fuck out when I fly, but I still do it. Roller coasters, like I used to get on roller coasters even if I was like shitting bricks, but I would still do it. And now like I don't care to go to Six Flags. Like I don't care for rides. Like I don't even think I would get on them just because I'm so afraid of them. Like I'm afraid of dying on a roller coaster. I'm afraid of like I think about the craziest things like at all times for no reason. My anxiety is the kind where I'm always worried. Like in my head, I'm always thinking of different scenarios of different things that could possibly happen. If I would hear about a shooting on the news, like I know there was a shooting at a Walmart in Texas, and I remember like I would go in a Walmart and I would just think like, oh my god, imagine like someone just walks in here and starts shooting. So like I wouldn't go into a Walmart with like a full peace of mind, like completely at peace. Like I feel like that sounds so crazy, but I wouldn't not go anymore, or I wouldn't like feel like, oh my god, I'm so scared. No, but like I'd have the thought and I'd be kind of like, I'll literally even think like, okay, where would I hide? Like there was a point where I would go to movie theaters and I'd look at the exits, like where are the exits? Okay, like what would I do if someone came in here and started shooting? Because there's been shootings at a theater. Like, so I think of things like that, like a lot. I've dealt with anxiety, like that type of anxiety, for a while. I feel like it's escalated over time. It's just gotten worse, kind of. I haven't really sought any help, so maybe that's probably why. Honestly, I don't know how YouTubers do this because it's so hard to like focus on getting ready and talking. I'm gonna kind of just fast forward to like what I'm dealing with this year, because this year is like what's kind of taken a toll on me in a way and what gets me emotional. Because before, like the anxiety I would feel, like it felt normal. Just that's just concerned of how shitty the world is. I need to get used to like looking crazy on camera, because I've been looking crazy all the time. But I'm gonna dive in a little bit into like what I've been feeling or experiencing this year. She experienced my very first and hopefully last, please, I hope, panic attack. And I'm not gonna get emotional. Side note, I'm a Scorpio. Okay, I'm a Scorpio and we're emotional. We're emotional. So I'm trying my hardest not to get emotional during this video because I'm strong bitch. So I'm gonna tell you guys a story now about the first panic attack and hopefully my last panic attack ever, which is the reason why I no longer get lash extensions. And I hope that the two girls that have done lashes for me that kind of experienced my anxiety issues, I hope they're watching this video, just because then they'll probably not think I'm crazy. Like then they'll get me a little bit, I hope. But if not, it's okay. It's okay. If not, it's okay. But so I don't get lash extensions anymore because I was getting my lashes done with Lily for the first time ever. She's someone that I used to work with at a previous job. She's awesome. She's super cool. I get there and I'm ready to get my lashes done, you know, so I lay on the bed and she starts doing her thing, you know. I've gotten my lashes done before. She had not done much to my eye, I feel like, when all of a sudden I start to not feel good. And I've never had a panic attack before, so I did not know that I was having a panic attack. Like I was like, what the fuck's happening right now? I started to feel so desesperada, like I needed to open my eye. And you know how they put the little tape, the pads, this, that, you have to leave your eyes open, you know, until they're done. I just felt like, bro, I need to open my eye right the fuck now, or I'm gonna, like, I don't know what's gonna happen to me right now. And I got like a headache. My heart was beating so fast. My hands were sweaty and I just felt so hot. Like I did not know what was happening. So obviously I was trying to ignore it and I was trying to suck it up. I was like, dude, what the fuck is going on right now? I was just like, Lily, like I'm sorry, I need to get up. Don't feel good right now. I don't know what's going on with me. I need to breathe. Like I don't set up and all that. It literally felt like I couldn't breathe fully. Like yes, I was still breathing, but it literally felt like, dude, I'm not, I feel like I felt like I couldn't breathe like that, like take deep breaths of air. So I was getting pretty fucking freaked out. I told her what I felt and she's like, that's, you know, that's weird, just take your time, whatever, you know. She was really nice and understanding about it. I kept telling myself, like, bro, like, chill, you're good, like, what the hell's going on right now? And like I would open this eye, so I was like this, like I would open this eye to kind of feel like present, I don't know, feel better, since I felt like I needed to open the eye and I knew like that it shouldn't. So I was trying to cope with by opening the other eye. I laid back down, right? And then all of a sudden, like 5 minutes into it or less for sure, I start to feel the same way again. I can't, like I need to sit up, I need to sit up. So now we're like, I don't know if we tried like twice or 3 times, honestly, to try to get through it. And I really couldn't. Like, I was just kind of like feeling worse. So I kind of started like walking around after like 2 attempts. Oh, we tried like twice for me to chill and then like to sit back down and stuff. And then it got to the point where I was like, I'm sorry, but like I need to open this eye, like I need to take this off. So, you know, I just took it off. I took it off and I felt better, but I was for sure feeling like I needed fresh air. Like I felt like I needed to leave her. It was in a basement and I felt like I needed to get out. Like I did not feel okay. What's going on here? And so long story short, I basically just had to leave. I couldn't do it. I couldn't finish. Like, and for sure, like stepping outside, for sure it helped me feel better. I got in my car, and then in my car I like started to feel again like it was not enough air, like I needed more space. Like I guess I was kind of feeling claustrophobic in a way. The symptoms were all still there. Like I didn't breathe. I felt like I was dying. Like I put this on everything. Like I felt like I was dying, and I contemplated like, do I go to the hospital? Like, am I dying right now? Is this like death, literally? Like I feel like it sounds so stupid, but I swear that's how I felt. My boyfriend was in Guatemala at the time, and I called him. Like I needed to speak to somebody, and I called him, and I literally started bawling. See, he was so far away. There's not much he can help with. I normally don't take this long doing my eyebrows. Like I normally don't take long doing my makeup at all, because again, I don't know how the fuck to do it, but talking makes it so hard. Okay, done with that shit. I'm not wasting more time on that. They don't look good, they look different, they look bogus, it's okay. After crying like crazy, and like I guess after talking to him, it was like some type of a comfort, and I started to for sure feel a little bit better. And so I just came home. I called my friend Katie, which she's about to be a doctor, a motherfucking doctor. So I literally called her and told her everything I felt, because then I guess like after talking to him and stuff, like I was kind of like, wait, I think I am having a panic attack. Like I think this is what a panic attack is. So I called her, I talked to her, and she basically was just like, yeah dude, like that was a panic attack, like try to chill, like you're good. Like she was a lot of help. I came home, and my parents came over, and they didn't want me to be alone. Like they were worried about how I felt. Different times throughout that day where I started to feel a little freaked out, like randomly. I would start to feel like, wait, I can't breathe right. And I would start to feel so anxious, and like desesperada. It's just like a fucking desespero. Like you don't understand why or where it's coming from. You just feel it. And the only thing that helps you feel a little free and a little less desesperada is like fresh air, being outside, whatever. So like that's all I spoke about that whole day. And I don't know if it's because I wouldn't stop focusing on the fact that I just had a panic attack, if like that's why I kept getting like freaked out. Like I think I was just freaking myself out. Oh, when I left, like I had lashes on one eye. She wasn't done, obviously, you know, but like I had lashes on one eye, and I left looking crazy, and I didn't give a fuck. Lily and I, she's like, I was like, can I come back? You know, I felt so embarrassed. Like I'm so considerate of the fact that I know I had an appointment with her, and I know that that could have been a different customer she was helping. Like, I just felt really bad and embarrassed. Like, oh my god, I felt so embarrassed. Like, everyone tells me there's nothing to be embarrassed about, but I felt like that was so embarrassing. Like, for that to happen to me while I'm getting my lashes done, like, I don't know. Agreed on me coming back the next day. Oh shit. And so the day of my panic attack, all I kept thinking about was how I had to go back the next day. And I was like, dude, what if it happens again? What if I start feeling the same things? Like, I was so worried. I was talking to my friend Katie about it. She was nice enough to offer to go with me. Went back the next day and I took something that was to hopefully help me just stay calm and chill throughout the whole thing so she could finish. I definitely started to like not feel completely at peace while she was finishing my lashes. Like, it was for sure more in the beginning. Like, I started to have moments where I was starting to freak out. I was starting to feel really like hot and sweaty hands. We kept trying to stay engaged in the conversation to try to keep calm and just telling myself like, dude, you're fine. Like, well, point is, I got through it. I made it through and I was fine. I always had anxiety, so I never fully feel at peace. Like, if I do one day, I don't for the next 3 days, you know, like that. Like, ever since I had the panic attack, like for a period of time, like, I didn't feel at peace at all. I was so afraid of getting another panic attack. That feeling was so horrible. Like, I've never in my life felt out of the blue, getting something done to make yourself feel more beautiful, look more beautiful, something enjoyable. Like, I've never experienced something so horrible during something that should be so like relaxing and chill, you know? So I was just like, dude, like thinking at all times, like, when am I gonna have another one? I don't want to feel this way ever again. Like, I was so afraid of ever feeling what a panic attack feels like. I started feeling better. I started feeling calmer. And I did go to the doctor for something else, for a pap smear. And while I was there, I brought up like what happened to me. I brought up the panic attack. A week before my panic attack, I actually donated bone marrow, which I have a video on that. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it. It was a big deal to me, but I had just donated that, and a lot of people in my family were just like, what if that has something to do with it? Like, what if that triggered it, whatever. So I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna go to the doctor. I'm gonna try to find out if that really does have anything to do with my panic attack. Okay, I'm officially done with my makeup. Now I'm gonna go into my hair while I try to finish up what I was saying. I did go to the doctor. I brought it all up to him and he said panic attack wouldn't have anything to do with me donating bone marrow, because he said that a panic attack can happen to you at any time, anywhere, no matter what you're doing. Like, doctor made me take an anxiety test. The results were that I had I can't talk right because of my braces, that I have severe anxiety. So I feel like that's like a shocker to a lot of people, because I feel like a lot of people don't know that I am someone with anxiety or that I deal with this stuff. I was talking to my friend Vanessa about like just my anxiety and like the way that I am mentally, like how I feel mentally and the things that I deal with mentally. And she was pretty shocked, and she's a close friend of mine, you know, and even that's something that she was surprised by. She said she just never thought that I dealt with that stuff. Like, she didn't know that. And so that's kind of also why I wanted to make this video, because I wanted to bring awareness to something that a lot of us probably deal with that we don't talk about at all, and that we live our days making it seem like we don't live with it. You get me? Like, I don't go around talking about it, but I mean, I don't know, like, should I don't know. But point is my hair's not dry yet. My hair strainer warming up, and I'm gonna keep on talking with you guys while I strain whatever's dry. Like, I went to the doctor, right, and they told me that I have severe anxiety. So the doctor basically gave me two options: medication for your anxiety. He said my panic attack was probably just a spike in my anxiety, since I am someone that has anxiety. So that he said I can take medicine to kind of try to keep my anxiety at a level where it won't really lead to panic attack. He said medicine or therapy or both. And I don't want to have to depend on anything. I understand that sometimes it's needed, but I definitely don't want to. Like, I'm just someone that doesn't want to have to depend on like medicine or anything like that for my mental health. So I said therapy. This is not how I ever straighten my hair. I'm literally doing it like whatever because of the video, but I just want to straighten out like the front parts because it's like bothering me how it looks while I'm talking. Yeah, you see? Oh, and her hair called me and I started to kind of feel better, and I was just like, you know what, like, I'm whatever, you know, like, it is what it is. Like, I'm good, I'll be fine. So that was like in April that I saw him, and then now come June I have been having a lot of anxiety lately. Anxiety that I've been feeling lately is not like, so it's a combination. It's like bad because it's like the anxiety I always felt, and now it's just like randomly not feeling well, like randomly just not feeling, yeah, not feeling well. So like I will just randomly be on the couch and I start to feel like desesperada. I start to feel worried. I start to feel like anxious. I start to feel like my heart's racing. I start to feel like my hands are getting sweaty for no reason. Like, I'll be watching TV and I start to feel like freaked out, like what the fuck, and I don't know why. And another day I was like in the car with Patrick and Natalie, and I started to feel like that. Oh, she a lion. I don't even know why I did that because I still look crazy. I mean, point is, I'm gonna straighten my whole hair, so whatever. In my head, I'm like, stay calm, you're fine, everything's fine, you're good, right? And just like that, like, and then slowly it just kind of goes away on its own. But I do have a lot of moments like that where I don't feel good. When I say I don't feel good, is I don't feel at peace. Like, I get this rush of fear and like of desespero, and I don't feel okay. And I'm feeling that more often as of lately. So I have been meaning to call my doctor so that I can start seeing a therapist or I can get on medication, because it has been making me emotional like it is right now, and I'm not wearing waterproof mascara. Because I don't want to live this way. Like, I don't want to live not at peace, and it sucks. It sucks because if you're not someone that's going through it, it's hard to understand. And I feel like when you start to explain it, you sound crazy, and I just feel like we need to bring more awareness to it so that it doesn't make people feel this way. Like, you shouldn't feel crazy because you have anxiety, and you shouldn't feel crazy when you're telling someone about your anxiety. And it won't even be that they're making you feel like you're crazy, you just feel like you sound crazy. Like, that's how I feel. And luckily, I'm someone that I am pretty open about things, so even though it makes me feel that way, like, I'm still open about it. And that's why I wanted to make this video, because I know people can see me on my Snapchat and on my social media and never in a million years imagine that I deal with this. And I know there has to be other people out there that I look at them and I'm like, wow, like, they seem so happy and their life seems so perfect, and they might be dealing with their own mental struggles and their own struggles in general. And I just wanted to share my experience and my story. So my journey continues. My friend Vanessa told me like I should try meditating, and I did see the documentary on J Balvin, and he actually suffers of like really bad anxiety and his own thing, right? And he meditates, and he says meditating saved his life. And I've really been considering it lately, like just trying to meditate and see if that's something that could work out for me. I would really love like an alternative, something that is not like medicine. Like I want to be able to see a therapist and get help for it, or have like a different coping mechanism, but not medicine. I mean, I'll do it. I'll take the medicine because I don't want to live this way forever. I don't want to feel this way forever. But it's not what I would want to do. I have like other instances. Like I recently went to a Sox game, and we were with my boyfriend, my boyfriend's friend, and my boyfriend's friend's girlfriend. And so that same day at home, I was sitting on the couch watching TV, waiting for my boyfriend to be ready, and I started to get anxiety. Like sitting there, I felt not at peace. I didn't feel okay. So I was really worried that at like the baseball game, I was gonna start to not feel well. And luckily at the game, I felt perfectly fine. But where I didn't feel fine was on our way there. I like, you know, kind of stayed quiet. I don't want to at all times like bring up my anxiety and like what I feel and just like kill the mood. Like I don't want it to be about that. I don't want people to feel bad for me. But yeah, like on our way there was so much traffic. Like it was insane how much traffic there was. It was like bumper to bumper, and there was a moment where we went like under a bridge, and there was a semi truck in front of us and a semi truck right next to me, and it felt like we were like trapped like in a box. Like that's how I felt. So like I was like talking on my phone, and then like I look up and I started to get anxiety, like seeing the trucks and like seeing how stuck we were, and seeing like we were in the middle lane. So like just I felt like we were trapped as fuck. Like I felt like there was no way out. Like we couldn't get out of the highway. I couldn't get out of the car walking if I wanted to. Like I felt so trapped. And it starts like to fuck with your head. Like you feel anything, and then you just get worse and worse and worse. Like you start feeling worse, you know? So I was just like telling myself to remain calm, and nothing was happening. I was like, you're good, bro. Like nothing's going on. And like I feel like this level of anxiety of like being in a car and being in the highway stuck in traffic, like feeling anxious about it, like that's so new to me. That's like this year new to me. Like I've dealt with a different level of anxiety in a different way, and like it wouldn't affect me like this. But now it's like every other day. Like I'll have like Sunday, I had a lot of anxiety that day. Like at night I felt so anxious. I was at home and I didn't feel at peace. Like I felt so anxious. And then and then Monday, luckily I woke up and I felt a lot better. I was supposed to record this video yesterday, Monday, but I didn't because I finally felt better from not feeling good Sunday, that I was like, I don't want to now feel better and talk about the subject, like talk about anxiety, the one thing that like I feel haunts me and doesn't let me be happy, you know? So I didn't want to talk about it. And then today, today's Tuesday and I still feel good, thank God, but I feel braver, I guess. And I was like, no, like fuck that. Like I feel better today and I'm gonna talk about it. And I'm not like a depressed person. Like I don't have a depression. I know that for a fact. But I feel like emotionally the anxiety that I have is like really impacting me, because I feel like, what the fuck? Like, am I gonna deal with this the rest of my life? It gets me emotional. And I just hope that this goes away. I mentioned earlier in this video that my parents have dealt with things like this, and my mom was someone that dealt with consistent panic attacks, like me growing up. Like certain things would make her freak out, and like simple things like her doing her hair. Like she would go get her hair done, right? My sister and I would go with her because we were younger. And when it comes to like, so she would dye her hair, and when it would come to like getting her hair rinsed, I remember we went to this guy's house. He was doing her hair, and he like obviously didn't have a salon, so he had her like flip like this and just like wash her hair in his kitchen sink. And she couldn't, like she felt like she couldn't breathe, like she felt freaked out. So she would like she had to like wash her own hair. Oh my god, this looks so crazy. And she like had to be like this, like her face had to be out, or else she felt like she couldn't breathe. She couldn't sleep in the dark, she couldn't sleep with the door closed. Like things like that would make her feel claustrophobic. Or like sometimes she would wake up in the middle of the night and like she felt like she couldn't breathe, she felt like she needed fresh air. So it got really bad for my mom, to the point where like she would sit in the dining table and she would like put like a pillow on the table and try to sleep like that, because it was like more open. It really got bad for her, and I feel so bad because she dealt with that like on her own. She wouldn't like tell us about it because we were younger and we didn't get it. Like it just didn't make sense. And I guess I feel guilt now that I deal with it, because like for the hair thing, I would be like, Mom, bro, like, are you serious? Like, dude, just wash your hair. Like, why are you freaking out about your hair or how they're washing your hair? Like, I didn't get it. I was so ignorant on the subject and on the topic. Ow, that hurt. That I wasn't understanding at all of like the struggle she was going with. So I guess she really kept it to herself. Like she wouldn't, I never knew until now that she knows of my struggle. I never knew like she would try sleeping like that on the dining table sometimes and things like that. So I feel really bad now. And I get it because it's like the dumbest things or the most normal things like are not normal to you anymore. They don't feel normal anymore, and it just sucks. Like I don't know, I don't know why my anxiety has gotten worse, but I will, if I start going to therapy, I'm gonna for sure like in the future make another video, kind of like a follow-up to my journey of how it's going. Make a follow-up video because for my mom, it went away. Like my mom, thank God, she over time like overcame it. There was stress, there were things in her life that were causing a lot of stress, and she thinks that that might have been why. She lost a lot of weight, she got on high blood pressure medication, which I think helped her a lot too. So it was just like a bunch of different things that helped hers go away, and I am just hoping to find like the cause to my anxiety and why it's this bad, or if there even is a cause, and find a solution that works for me. So hopefully it's therapy, or hopefully it's meditating. Maybe I need to start exercising, maybe I need like a hobby, I don't know. I wasn't someone that suffered of anxiety like this, so I am new to it to this extent, and I'm just trying to deal with it. I think I have like a huge fear of ever experiencing a panic attack again. Also, something that I for sure felt like was not helping at all was caffeine. And I love caffeine. I'm a Starbucks addict, and I always used to get a venti cinnamon dolce latte, which has like 2 or 3 espresso shots in it. I was drinking those for a while, like ever since COVID started. I think I started drinking that. So for like a year straight, every day, like just drinking espresso shots like every day. Notice that if I would have that specific drink, like my heart would start racing, like it just wasn't sitting well anymore with me. And that wasn't really like something that would happen to me before. Like all I felt was more energy, you know, I felt more awake, and that was it. Like I felt fine. And then, you know, now ever since my panic attack though, I drink it and I don't feel at peace. I feel jittery, I feel nervous, I feel like my heart's racing. And then now when I feel like my heart racing, like I start to feel worse. I don't know if it's because I'm just afraid of another panic attack, and any symptom, any feeling that I felt during the panic attack, if I ever feel it, I think I freak out automatically, which I guess is like a common thing to happen after you have a panic attack. Oh my god, I got so sidetracked. Like not sidetracked, but like I forgot to mention something. So after I finally finished doing my lashes with Lily, after a month, I went to the doctor, right? I started to feel better. So a month went by. I scheduled an appointment with someone else. I kind of did do this as like an experiment, I swear. I wanted to go somewhere new to do my lashes with someone new and just see what happens. And so I scheduled an appointment, and the day of my appointment to do my lashes, I literally had not even thought about the fact that I've had a panic attack doing my lashes before. Like, I went in completely fine. She's done my lashes before, and again, nothing used to happen to me before. I don't know, it's just like dumb little tester theories you want to do because you're just trying to figure shit out for yourself. Went to that appointment, and she starts doing her thing. You know, we're talking. We went to high school together. Her name's Alexis. And I'll also leave her info down below because they're both great people. I loved how my lashes came out when I've gone to both of them. It's just I'm dealing with something personally now, and because I experienced a panic attack during getting my lashes done, I cannot get my lashes done. Why? Because I have not found a way to cope with what I feel when I'm doing my lashes. So it's me. Like, it's not them at all. They're great, and I'll leave their info down below. Alexis was doing her thing, and all of a sudden, luckily with her, it was before she even started. Like, she had literally, I felt fine. I was chilling, music on, talking to her, and she had just started the tape thing, right? And then I started to feel a little nervous all of a sudden. And I don't know if it's because, like, I'm in the same, like, position under the same lighting, doing the same things that I was doing when something so, like, horrible happened to me, that just freaks me out automatically. Like, my body can recognize, like, the situation I'm in, and my body's like, no, or not my body, but my brain. But yeah, so I started to not feel calm or at peace anymore. So I was kind of like, hey, like, I want to, you know, give you a heads up about something that happened to me a month ago, just in case, like, it happens, like, you don't think I'm crazy and you kind of know, like, why it's happening. And dude, like, literally, so I told her, and then she's like, okay, you know, cool. Like, she was really nice about it, and I didn't even started yet when I was like, okay, wait, no, like, I'm not gonna be able to do this. Like, I can feel it. Like, I feel that I can't do this. And I started to feel, like, super duper hot. I didn't feel like I was dying. I didn't feel like a panic attack. I know I didn't. But I felt not at ease. I felt nervous. I think my hands got, like, sweaty a little bit, and I felt super hot. And I just knew in my heart and in my head that I couldn't do it. I knew I would not be able to calmly, like, get through the whole thing. And bro, if you do your lashes, you know that doing your lashes takes a long ass time. So just the thought of being there like this, like, you know, laying back with my eyes closed, not being able to open them, like, I knew that I couldn't do it. And it was embarrassing as fuck, which I hope her specifically, she's watching this video, because I saw her once after that event happened, and I felt so embarrassed to see her. And I felt embarrassed because I just feel like I literally look like, people must be like, wait, what the fuck is wrong with her? Like, what? But yeah, I hope she doesn't think I'm crazy. I told her, like, okay, I'll schedule a different appointment with you. And honestly, I haven't reached out to her or anything, and I did see her at a party, and I didn't bring anything up. We acted like nothing had happened. But I'm gonna confess, and I never went back to her or to anyone. I have not done my lashes since I did them with Lily back in March when I had my panic attack, because I just feel like I need to figure out my anxiety, and I need to, like, something to help me cope with my anxiety before I do something that kind of triggers my anxiety even more. And I've been told by a lot of people, like, dude, don't do them anymore. Like, it's not something you need, and why do them if it makes you feel that way? And then I have, like, Katie just Katie, I think, that is like, no, like, you should try to get through it and, like, get your lashes done, because you shouldn't allow getting your lashes, no, like, the panic attack that you felt getting your lashes to prevent you from getting your lashes if it's something that you like doing. You get me? Like, she's trying to get me to push through it because she knows that I can, but I just don't think I'm ready yet, and she supports that 100%. But I do eventually want to get past this. I used to get my lashes done and it wasn't a problem. That could have, you know, the panic attack I felt could have happened while sitting at Chuck E. Cheese, I don't know, and maybe I would have never wanted to go back to a Chuck E. Cheese. It's just because it's where it happened, and doing what you were doing when it happened just makes you feel like you're gonna get it again. Like, I don't know. I wish it wasn't the case, but it is. So that's where I stand with my anxiety. I have shitty anxiety, and it's fucking annoying, and I just hope to get past it one day and not have anxiety anymore. And I know that day will come. I just need to get help. I need to see a therapist. There is nothing wrong with seeing a therapist. So I hope this encourages people out there that feel anxiety, that have felt panic attacks, that don't feel mentally healthy. I hope this encourages you to reach out. Like, I don't know, like join a group on Facebook, maybe on like anxiety, people that struggle with anxiety. Like, it really helps to know someone else that suffers of anxiety or has felt panic attacks and gets you. And unfortunately, I wasn't that for my mom, and I don't ever want that to happen, where I'm not that person for someone because of my like stupidity and ignorance. So that's kind of why I'm making this video, because I just hope that it encourages you guys to start meditating or start exercising, or just try to find a form or something that can help with your anxiety. There's still so much more to mine, and so many different incidents of stuff that have made me feel really anxious and things like that. It's kind of like never ending. It's something I deal with every day almost, and it is what it is, you know. So now we are going to be announcing the giveaway winner, which it was from my last video. The giveaway was for a tumbler, and the winner is bing. I will be doing another giveaway that will be for six custom chocolate covered strawberries. The winner of that giveaway will be announced on my next video. To be in that giveaway, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe and share this video so that I can grow. I'm trying to make videos that are relatable and you guys find interesting, or just honestly things that I enjoy. Like, I'm a talker. Like, all I do is talk. So making these story times or these videos where I sit down and talk with you guys, I really enjoy them, and I hope you guys do too. I love feedback, I love advice, and I would appreciate you guys telling me like what kinds of videos you guys want to see. And if you guys enjoyed this video, I don't really know if I'll be doing more like get ready with me videos, because obviously getting ready is kind of a fail. I'm not done with my hair, so I have to finish that up. But maybe, you know, over time I can keep practicing, kind of get better at it. I think that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so thank you guys so much for watching, and I really appreciate it. Bye. Oh, and side note, the 6 strawberries, I'm over here finishing my hair. The 6 custom chocolate dipped strawberries, and the tumbler and all those things are also from KAITY. She kind of does it all, and I will leave her information down below, because she is soon to be a motherfucking doctor, but she also is super talented. She can make whatever the hell you want, actually. I'm not kidding. So I am gonna help support her business by having her stuff as some of the giveaways in my videos. So just wanted to give her a shout out.